Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Ball Players Guide for your team projection for everyone's favorite, the World Series favorite, Minnesota Twins, who last year finished an abysmal 70 and 92, and probably, I'd say, the second most disappointing season in all of baseball last year. Outside of the Orioles, I think you could say that the Orioles had higher expectations and the Twins happened.
I thought you were going Mets.
I forgot that the Mets existed. The third most disappointing season in all of baseball last year. Finished 70 and 92. Their pitching was all over the place. Their hitting was really bad. I mean, their hitting, they couldn't hit for average. They didn't get on base, but they hit bombs. How about you? If you look at the numbers, their pitching, they had really good walks per nine, good K per nine, but they just gave up the long ball. They gave up, they're 26th in out of 30 teams for homers per nine, 23rd in ERA. Their relief pitching was bad, but we can't really count that because they sold every single relief pitcher in the organization last year, except for Travis Adams. Thank God. And then, in very unusual Minnesota Twins fashion, they could not field the ball for whatever reason. Their fielding numbers were abysmal last year. Um, but with that being said, we're a Twins pod. We're positive pods. Let's talk about what they brought in to make things a little bit better. They got everyone's favorite, your favorite, my favorite, Gio Urshela. We love it.
He's
You're,
back.
I didn't know you're gonna that I didn't expect you to start with him.
this changes everything. Taylor Rogers, who's going to be their closer, maybe. Victor Caratini, old Cubs friend. Orlando Arcia on a minor league deal. Eric Wagaman, World Series MVP for this upcoming year. Josh Bell, Liam Hendricks, and then a smattering of other guys who I don't really care about. We did lose some guys. We lost Eddie Julian, Pearson Old, Joey's favorite twin of all time. Michael Tonkin, Jose Miranda, Christian Vasquez, don't let the door kick you on the way out. So we lost some guys, but I
Well,
feel
and
like
everybody, if you want to go through, I mean, you don't have to go through the list, but however the
Correa,
40% of the team at the
Barlin,
deadline,
Jax, Duran. I mean, there's 18 other guys that I'm missing. Ty
Coulomb,
France,
Bader,
Cologne, Bay, exactly. Like when I say it was a fire sale, it was a fire sale. And they basically did a whole hockey line change, whole new bullpen in, old bullpen out, except for Cole Sands, which is the one that
yep.
you'd want to keep out of that group, I guess.
Cody Funderburg.
Yeah, I just don't think anyone wanted him. The Twins are projected based off of where you look anywhere from like 70 wins to like 82 wins, some lower, some higher. And I think that's fair because what is
Yeah.
this team?
I was listening to a Twins podcast the other day, and it kind of seems like the predictive, like the fan graphs, and I don't what's the other one, Pagoda or whatever.
Yeah.
I think they're a little bit higher on the Twins. But if you're gonna try to bet on it, it's gonna be around that 72 to 73. But some projections have them up to 80. So there's a little bit of a range there, kind of depending on what you're looking at. Which I think, like you said, I think it's the fair range. If you look at their Fangraphs projected lineup right now, Buxton in center, Keishel at second, Bell at first. Although I think he should mainly DH because I think he's not at this point a very good fielder at first. So I really hope that that's not their plan. Matt Wallner in right, Jeffers, Jeffers catching, Larnick and left again. The same thing. I hope that that's not like I don't want to see Larnick getting a lot of bats. I'd prefer that going to younger guys, but whatever. Would have loved to see him traded actually. Uh, Royce at third. They have Caratini DHing against righties right now, and then Brooks Lee at shortstop. They actually have they don't even have Urshela making the roster. They have Kreidler over him right now on
Yeah.
Fangraphs, which is interesting.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I feel like it's going to be one of those situations where Kreidler has an option or Shella doesn't, and so he
Yeah,
gets the
Yeah.
nod
for
at
sure.
least to start, and then maybe he sucks for the first month, and then they cut him and bring up this other guy. Logan, just one other thing about Josh Bell. I will have you know that he is -4 in
Yeah,
range, outs above average, and he is in the first percentile of arm strength.
yeah.
So he's a solid. So you watch your mouth. He's also in the first percentile of base running run value.
Mm.
So
That's you
you
want to
got
be
our
first. You want to be first percentile, right? That's
yep,
good.
it's golf. I think going back to the lineup, I think the lineup could be sneaky good. I don't think that they could be really. They, in my mind, there's no way that they're worse than what they were last year because everything just fell off a massive cliff last year, and I feel like we improved kind of addition through subtraction with some of their players that they traded away. I feel like with a new face and like with we've talked about the managerial stuff at length, I feel like things could go all right.
Here's my thing with the lineup. I feel like so many things have to go right. Like you need Buxton healthy and doing well. I think you need Royce healthy and doing well. You need another step from Luke Keeschel probably. Will Matt Wallner finally break out and reach to what he probably should be? Like I just think there's too many. There's a lot of what ifs, and I could see it going in a good direction, but I could also see it going the other way pretty easily, considering Buxton and Royce's health, unfortunately.
But what if they all go right? You ever think about that?
Hey, I mean that's what I'm hoping for, but
Joey pointed out when we were talking earlier today something interesting for Luke Keeschel. Was it Fangraphs or Baseball Reference?
Both. They both hate him.
Their projections on him are really low, and Baseball Reference only has him projected to play half the
Yeah.
season, which I think is crazy. And Fangraphs has him projected to play a full season, but only accrue a 3 WAR. When last year he had like a 2.3 in like half a season. So
Not
why
even.
wouldn't he improve? I don't get it. He was lighting the world on fire when he played. So like why don't they like what don't they like about him? What don't we know? I don't get it.
I guess there's a couple points here too. Is if you look at the AL Central, like I think in my mind, the Tigers are by far the favorite. I think. And I think you could make the argument. I mean, I would say the Royals and the Guardians are, I mean, I don't know if I can throw the Twins quite in that tier, but like, I mean, I guess the Tigers aren't dominant, but like on paper, I think they're the favorite. I mean, the Royals and Guardians, you never, like the Guardians are going to be there because that's just what they do. And then you kind of don't know what you're going to get from the Royals, but the Royals obviously have probably an 8 WAR player in Bobby Witt if he stays healthy. So then it's just kind of like, the Central's up for grabs because it's kind of a weak division, but at the same time, I still don't think the Twins compete with the Tigers in my mind.
I feel like if everything breaks right for the Twins and things break wrong for other teams in the division, the Twins could sneak in for a division win. Because you look at the Guardians lineup and it's not good.
No, you do that, Ryan. This happens every year. Every year, but the Guardians and Brewers, every year, you're like, oh no, this isn't the year. This is the year they're gonna be bad, and
Logan,
I'll
they
believe it when
have
I see it.
CJ Kafis
Yep, he'll they're gonna platoon
DHing
him
for
against
him.
lefties or righties. I don't know what side of the plate he hits from. That's just kind of where I'm at with them.
It's just like I
They're gonna
don't
be they're gonna be between 80 to 85 wins until they aren't. And I think I'm just gonna slot them in there. I don't care. I don't even care who's in the lineup. It's really weird with them.
devil magic. I don't know. I think Joey kind of talked me into it, and then earlier today, time of recording, Trevor Plouffe posted a video where it got me a little bit higher on the Twins too,
Hmm.
talking about there's a good direction for the franchise. I feel like, and we haven't even talked about the pitching side of it for the Twins. This is just all offense. I feel like our offense has a lot of potential.
Yeah, I think you make a good point. I think the vibes are going to be better.
Hmm.
And I think if they get off to a decent, like they just can't get in the hole right away. Because I know their schedule is a little tough right away. But if they play decent baseball right away, I think, I think the clubhouse culture and all that stuff is going to be better. I think this is going to be down to, um, there's going to be down, I think on both sides of the ball, I think there's going to be certain players that it's going to be down, like, what are you going to get from Bailey Ober this year?
Cy
Like,
Young
can he
award.
return to form a little bit, or is because he was bad, he was terrible last year. So it's kind of one of those as well. And can you get they've taken some flyers on some bullpen guys. If they can hit on a couple of those, then then maybe you're talking a little bit. But yeah, it'll be interesting for sure. I like the Banda trade uh a lot. I wish they would add like one more like proven guy that's actually done it recently in that bullpen. Because right now they still have Taylor Rogers listed as the closer, which I don't know if that'll be the case. I'm sure that'll be kind of they'll probably rotate that right away. But
Can I give my sales pitch on this team?
No,
well,
sorry,
go ahead.
we're out of time.
Okay. I don't think I've said a word this episode, which is kind of nuts so far. I'm a big yapper for those that know me.
Big Yapper. That's your
Yeah,
nickname.
I don't know where the big comes from. That was a little not necessary, even though I said it first. But anyway, Byron Buxton, you're just gonna sneeze and act like nothing happened.
I muted myself. What do you
It
want?
doesn't matter. I still saw you do it. Byron Buxton is a superstar, and we saw what a full season of him is gonna get you, and I enjoyed it. Do I think that it's gonna happen again? Mm, I would like to think so, but I have my doubts. Luke Keeschall, I think he is way better than anybody is projecting him. I think he is going to break out big time in a full year. Josh Bell, proven guy, 20 bombs. Yes.
Earlier when we were talking when Logan was talking about like the clubhouse thing, I Googled, is Josh Bell a good guy?
Yes.
And Google AI says, yes, he is widely considered to be a good guy.
Yes. I
Josh
agree.
Bell, good guy.
Josh Bell and Victor Caratini are going to be the two leaders, other than Buxton, obviously. Victor Caratini is going to teach Ryan Jeffers all the wizarding magic behind the dish, and Jeffers is going to improve defensively at game calling, and that's going to help Mr. Pablo Lopez, Joe Ryan, Bailey Ober as your 1, 2, 3 punch in the rotation. Big time. Yes.
I Googled, is Victor Caratini a good guy? And it says that he really, really cares about all aspects of his game.
He's a,
There we go.
yeah. I liked him on the Cubs.
I loved him on the Cubs.
I think Rocco being out is huge for Royce. They didn't see eye to eye, and I think Royce's confidence was in the gutters, and I don't think Rocco did a whole lot to help that.
I do really agree with that.
And I think this is going to be Royce's big year. Wallner, he's going to be your four hitter that hits 25 to 30 homers. I don't expect anything more than a 200 average at all. But I think,
Maybe 50, 60, 70 homers.
yeah,
The streets
Trevor
are
Plouffe,
talking.
Trevor Plouffe said 50 homers.
He's also going to strike out 300 times.
Yes.
That's okay.
That's fine.
Brooks Lee is kind of right now, but I believe in him a lot. I like his game. I don't think he's the fastest guy in the world at shortstop, which concerns me. But I think there's a lot left on the table here at the plate, and I think he's going to step up. And as far as Trevor Larnach, Walker Jenkins will be on this team at some point, and I don't know how good that's going to go, but I think he will be playing left field at some point for the Twins this year. Yes,
I Googled, is Brooks Lee a good guy?
he's the best.
He is known to have a positive character, such as hosting a reverse autograph signing for Gillette Children's Hospital patients. Can you get much better than that?
Brooks Lee also had the best double celebration I've ever seen from a Twins player in my life. 2024 against the Marlins, he did a little shimmy under his manhood, and it was electric. Um,
Shimmy under his manhood.
yes.
Wow. What a phrase. You got a
The
little shimmy
bullpen.
under that manhood, huh?
The bullpen.
I need to hear a positive spin on this bullpen because I'm struggling to find one right now.
I Googled is the Twins bullpen
A
a
good
good
guy.
guy, and it came back as no, it's Hitler. So
It's going to be purely matchup based. As far as closer, with Taylor Rogers being in there, don't take that as he is the closer. It'll be purely matchup based.
We'll rotate it, yeah.
Yeah. It'll be Cole Sands, I think will get a lot of saves this year. Uh, Taylor Rogers, I don't know if he's going to be the closer. I would give Anthony Banda save opportunities before him, I think.
Isn't
Um,
isn't Banda like really like almost a true lefty specialist? Like if he gets like you kind of have to find your pockets with him, like with
yeah,
lefties.
but I think it's still going to be good when
Yeah.
he finds those.
Yep.
So, and then you're looking at probably Eric Orzy as being your seventh inning guy. Uh, maybe Justin Topa actually instead. Uh, and then maybe look at Eric Orzy and Cody Funderburk as kind of like your bridge fifth, sixth inning guy. Um, Funderburk was solid last year, and
Mm,
I think he'll be okay this year also. Um, I have high hopes for Eric Orzy also. So that's probably what's playing into like I said this on a previous episode. I don't know if I'm just trying to be optimistic about like one thing in my life. Like I hate my life that much that this is the one thing that I'm like rooting
whoa.
for.
whoa.
I said that last time. It's okay. I'll be okay. But Twins baseball is almost back. I'm a believer. You don't have to believe me, but I believe in what's going to be on the field.
I think just to add on to what Joey was talking about with the bullpen, they have a ton of options that they can
Yeah.
go to. Are they the best options in the world?
No.
Probably not. But they have a bunch of veteran dudes on non-roster invites that are kind of slotted into that AAA right now that have major league service time that have done it before that they can just kind of like do the shuffle where if like a one guy struggling, they can move him down and bring up another guy. They have young dudes. Like I think we're all kind of in the same boat that David Festa is destined for the
Yeah.
bullpen. Um,
Yep.
they have a couple other young starters that they could probably convert to relief pitcher like Marco Raya. I don't know. His
Yep.
projections aren't as a starter. He's got nasty stuff, but he only has like two pitches. And I mean, he's gross, but they
They
kind of think
yeah.
he's more of a maybe potential like Duran type closer. John Klein is another one, another young arm that they might try to shift into like a reliever role. So like they have options as far as like relief pitchers go. So I don't think like you look at Fangraphs and you're like, because that's what I did however many episodes ago. I don't think it's not going to be the opening day bullpen,
Hmm.
and it's going to be constantly in motion. And I feel like that's kind of the expectation going into the year.
Okay, and then I guess the other like getting this aside from like the roster itself, like what do you guys think of the Shelton hire? I personally, because you, it's important to point out that Felvey was the one who hired him, and then ended up. I mean, Felvey didn't technically get fired, but he did, I guess, in a
Yeah.
way. But I don't like that hire at all.
I think he's a great Instagram follow, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
I'm sure that's the case.
He's a good Instagram follow, and that's all I have to say about that.
Okay.
I don't mind it. I think they just needed a new voice, whether it's just for this year or not. Um, I mean, people say, "Oh, look what he did with the Pirates." The Pirates didn't give him anything. The Twins at least have something for him to work with. And in my opinion, I think Bailey Ober's going to bounce back, and having Pablo, Joe, and Bailey at the top three of your rotation,
Sim.
that gives you a 60% chance to win every 5 days.
Sim's going to give
And
you a quality start.
yeah,
Zebby's going to win a Cy Young.
no.
Josh
Um,
Bradley's going to win MVP.
and Derek, he's going to have to figure out how to work this bullpen after they throw 6 innings. But it's not as impossible as people are making it sound.
Logan, I have a follow-up question for you, Derek Shelton, because I think it's fair to
Yeah.
question the hire. Who would you have rather they hired in this managerial cycle? Because I don't know if there was like the big name out there. You have
I
like your
don't
old dudes who like have been around the block and have kind of shuffled from team to team, but the Twins clearly weren't going to hire like some old guard old guy.
I guess my issue is the person who hired him isn't here anymore. Like like Felvey hired him because Shelton, like he was familiar with Shelton. And I guess the other part about Shelton Hyer I didn't like is he used to be on Rocco's staff. Like he was Rocco's bench coach before he went to the Pirates, so you kind of see that side of it too. As for, I think that is a very fair question though. Who do they hire? I think I would prefer them to start over front office and then they hire their guy, whether it's someone who hasn't been a manager before or you find someone with experience like Shelton. But I don't know. I just don't. I think the whole semantics behind it, where Felvey ran the offseason, he hired the manager, but now he's not here anymore. So then it's kind of a little awkward situation. Like I just would have preferred them to start completely over in the front office. The new front office can then hire their guy, whether it's a young manager that they like, or maybe they have like I don't know. But I guess in my mind, like maybe, and I hope he proves me wrong. I really do. But
I mean, so I'm just going to run through the nine names for managers that got hired, and you like let me know if like you have like massive confidence more in these guys than Derek Shelton. Skip Schumacher,
yes,
who was hired to replace Bruce Bochy. Kurt Suzuki,
Yeah,
Tony Vitello.
no.
that's an interesting one.
We'll get there when we talk about the Giants.
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
big question. Craig Albernaz. Who did
that
he get
guy.
hired? Who did he get hired to manage? Exactly. Blake Butera,
Goat.
who is 20 years old. He's like 30,
Yeah,
but whatever. Walt Weiss. But he was an internal hire for
Yeah,
the
he
yeah,
was
Pirates.
under he
So,
was under yeah,
yeah.
Snitker for a while.
Craig Stammen,
Reliever, love that.
yeah. Little
Warren
funky arm
Schaefer.
slot.
Yeah, that'll do real well for management. Warren Schaefer. Who did he get hired to manage? Your Colorado Rockies.
I
So out
actually
of
liked it.
those team, you
I
get
actually like the Albernaz. I would take Albernaz too. He's the coach for the Giants and then recently the Guardians too.
so it's two and a half if we're biasing Kurt Suzuki.
I'm not biasing it. I'm basing it off of Stephen Vogt, former catcher, and what he's done with the Guardians. Catchers are just different. Major league catchers are just different.
Who
Yeah,
who
I know you're
who
a
who didn't
catcher.
you
Yeah.
who didn't you count? Because I'm taking Skip Schumacher.
I did Skip, Albernaz, and then I didn't count Walt Weiss because he was an internal hire. Like that would have never happened. And then Kurt. So that would have been the three. Two and a half for Kurt. But I think with Kurt, he's unproven, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's never done it before. Like Derek Shelton, you could say like, oh, it didn't go well, but he's learned, right? Like he knows what he did. Plus the Pirates were
Do the
bad.
Twins do the Twins need a proven manager at this point though?
No, they
They need someone who's going to lead men, who's going to communicate and do that well, which they
And
clearly did not have.
If
hopefully Shelty's the guy, but
if
Good Instagram
Falvey
follow.
if Falvey and Joe were gone in November, Torrey Hunter is the manager of the Twins. 1000%.
I think so.
I would give,
Or the bench coach
Yeah.
or
And
something like that.
I think they interviewed Nick Punto as well.
I would love that. I
And
would give my,
but if Tom is serious in what he said to Trevor Plouffe on the Zoom call, whatever, Tom Pohlad, please call me. We'll talk. Um,
can I be your bench coach?
yeah. They
I don't like the way you said
Can I be
that.
like the third like special assistant to some random thing that doesn't matter? Like,
You can be the quality control coach for the Pine Tar.
yep, perfect.
I don't know. They if they want to put butts in the seats this year, they would have hired Torrey Hunter. And
Two
I
dollar
think Torrey would have been perfectly fine managing this team.
$2 beers Friday,
Yeah.
Saturday
$2 beers.
The ball
before first
players guide will be enjoying a $2 beer pregame
before
night,
first
and
pitch.
we will be vlogging the entire thing.
And it will go well.
It- yeah,
Well, better
we
get those $2 ones in before they turn into $16
$8.
ones.
All right. You boys ready for some trivia?
heck yeah.
I only have one question for the Minnesota Twins section because we talk about the Twins all the time. So I was like, we don't need to overload on Twins. We'll come back to them later. But I was going through the lineup and I was going through recent years and I was just like clicking back and I was like, the memories. So I went back through 2017 and I went through each position player and I was like, oh, we've had some pretty bad players, haven't we? Since 2017, which position player has the lowest single season WAR for your Minnesota Twins?
Was there like, did you have like a game minimum?
I think enough to be really bad to
Oh,
accrue a
so it'd
lot of
have to
negative
be,
WAR.
it would have to be negative. Gotcha.
It's a negative WAR, yeah.
Zach Granite.
I love it. No,
Okay.
I don't think he played enough.
No, I don't think so either.
I have a bunch of bad Cubs coming to mind, but not Twins
2017?
Since 2017,
Yeah.
since 2017.
because I went back until they were like really bad. Like
Yeah.
once you get to
Logan
2016, it's really
Morrison.
bad. No, you guys, I kind of threw the 2017 in there as a little bit of a
So
throw
he's
you
a
off a
20.
little bit.
So he's not a 2017 player.
He's not a 2017 player. But I just went back as far as 2017 because once I get to 2016,
He's
I was
not
going to
very good.
say in the past 10 years, I was going to say, um, like, oh, who's the worst twin? But then it'd be Danny Santana because he had a negative 1.6 in 2016, which is impressively bad.
How long was he with the Twins?
Um, he was up in 2024 for a cup of coffee. Then he was up in 2025 for 74 games.
Is it uh Julian?
Nope. Good
He was
guess. He had a
bad.
negative zero point 0.8 in 64 games last year.
Are you saying like Miranda? Is it Miranda?
Nope.
Is this a single season or like their career with the Twins?
Single season
Are we talking pitcher or
position player.
okay?
Um, I'm just gonna start listing.
Yeah.
Rick Lee was bad last year.
Not Brookslee.
I already said Julian.
Brookslee also had a negative zero point 0.8 or, but in 139 games, not as bad.
What did Miranda have?
He only played 12 games last year.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was
And he had a
24 that he played more on. Yeah, he got more
negative
on.
point 0.3 in 12 games, which is crazy.
So
So Gasper wouldn't have had enough to be bad.
he played in 24 and 25.
24 for like 6 games. 25, he was up for 74.
What's
Oh,
that? Oh,
Deshaun Kersey.
yeah.
Yeah.
John Kersey Jr. had a negative 1.2 WAR in 74 games. He, just for people who don't remember, had a 107 batting average,
Yeah.
a 138 on base, a 179 slug for 317 OPS. That's a negative 13 OPS plus.
I
I
was gonna
didn't know
say
that
it.
number could get negative.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't think I've ever seen a worse hitter in my lifetime than Deshaun Kersey.
And we had to watch him and Mickey Gasper.
Yeah. Walk off against the Giants though in that big win streak earlier this year.
How about you?
Shout out.
Remember?
He plays insane defense. He's great, but
Yeah, he's
learn how to
awesome.
swing the twig, buddy.
Is he hasn't been signed by anybody, has he?
Yes, he is on the Atlanta Braves.
Oh, he's going to be a 4 WAR player next year. I'm going to be so. All right, whatever. Now I'm mad.
Okay, I've been negative all episode, but I will end on a positive note. The betting line for over under wins is 73 and a half. I will take the over. I have them winning.
Yeah.
They are a 74 or 75 win team in my mind right now. So I will take the over. I'm going 75 wins this year.
Joey, what do you have, Matt?
I have him at 85 and taking first place. I
Have
think
him at 120.
no. Um, we'll talk later about the Tigers, but I'm not high on them. Never have been. So,
I don't like how you
except
said
when
that
they were
like a.
nuts and they had Cabrera and Fielder hitting back to back. Then I was like, these Tigers are legit. And now you're talking about what? Torkelson and Riley Green? No thanks.
Scooble?
Zach
Yeah,
McKinstry.
Zach McKinstry is 30 years old. He's got to hang it up.
Hey, whoa, whoa,
Hey,
let's not slander
come
30
on.
year olds, okay?
No, no, no.
Crazy.
30-year-olds in baseball.
I talk baseball. Does that count?
No, you're cool. And I hate the Tigers. So, see, look
Hey,
at that. I'm complimenting you and you give me nothing but hate.
well,
That's life.
that's life. That's not
Yeah.
fair. Get over it.
Ball players guide life advice coming soon.
Yep. Well, it'll be a separate
Don't
channel.
don't put me on that because it'll be rough.
Put all your money into gold bars and bury it in the backyard.
Minecraft reference. I don't
No, just crazy guy reference. Yeah, well, this has been Talking Twins. This has been our Twins team preview. Next episode, we're gonna get to probably, I think, my pick for like most improved team, the Pittsburgh Pirates. And I think we're gonna get real positive about the Pirates. So maybe Pirates winning the NL Central. We'll see. We'll see. No, maybe. All right. See you guys next time.